Well, the main issues that I've listened to people speak to me about in the doorsteps, first of all, relate to our transport system. We need to redraw our bus routes that go where people want them to go. We need to get people into town quicker. We need to make sure that people that live in Lucan don't spend half an hour driving around the Penny Hill before they even get near the N4. We need to push to make sure that any pilot scheme that is being done for Dublin Bus, that it is rolled out in Lucan. Real-time scheduling, fare discounts, making sure that the estates that have people in them are serviced by routes. And if it means introducing new routes or reallocating our buses, then we should do so. These are viable routes, they're commercial routes, and it beggars belief why newer routes haven't been set up in Lucan so far, and that is something that I'll make a priority. Listening to people on the ground at the moment, they're telling me that they would wholeheartedly welcome a redrawing of routes, and they've given me ideas for routes, and I'll be rolling them out over the coming weeks. We've got to tackle illegal dumping. We've got to deal with people who would treat other people's neighbourhoods like their own personal rubbish bin. In places like Glenvale, Ballyone Lane, Lynch's Lane, where a simple CCTV camera or even street lighting, bulbs being changed in street lights, would avert a problem with that. Things like that have to be dealt with, and they have to be advanced all the time. We can't just stand by and say, oh, he's dumped again. We should make sure he shouldn't dump again, or she shouldn't dump again. And whatever means necessary we need to deal with fighting those problems should be done, and I will fight to secure them. On education, we've got to make sure that we secure our secondary school for Lucan South. That's a priority, and I will be constantly pushing the Minister to make sure that he gives the Lucan Secondary School Action Group what they need to make sure that we have a secondary school in place that isn't reliant on there being a crisis in Lucan. On our primary schools, we need to build with them and work with them on the voluntary tuition group. We need to involve our community in education, and we need to provide that support for education throughout the constituency. And these are just some of the issues that people have raised with me on the doorsteps, and things that I feel very strongly about. I mean, I went to the schools in Lucan. I have a little brother in schools in Lucan. We socialise in Lucan. My family are from Lucan, so Lucan for me, it doesn't really matter.